Here's the story here. It comes to us from a gentleman named Bob, who apparently has eaten more crayons than Dave because I literally had to edit this to make it intelligible. But because it's a good story, I took the time to do it.
That's a funny story because I call him. He's like, I'm trying to unfuck this goddamn story.
You Crayola
God damn it.
You Crayola cock knockers.
Well, you do have a master's in English.
I do.
Actually, you're not a master.
I'm a bachelor's in English.
Bachelor's in English.
Close enough. It says, hey, Todd, there was a place called Wild Country that I used to go to back in Collinsville, Illinois. Really cool country bar. They had dollar bottles. You could slow dance with the chicks. It was just a pussy fest all the time. I was one of a few guys that knew all the line dances. I was in a Marine Corps, young college student doing martial arts 6 nights a week, super in shape, and I wasn't a redneck. A lot of those cowboy guys with the big fucking hats and stuff could be intimidating to the girls. It wasn't uncommon for me to just get deployed by my group, and before you could blink your eye, we had girls all around the group. So we're just running through these broads 2 to 3 a night.
So basically, he is the bait.
Yes, he's the bait. Yeah. And the other guys are the switch. Well, there was one girl I met and ended up being her bachelorette party.
Oh, here we go.
Yep. She had a list of scavenger hunt type things, and it just so happened that, on a bet, I was wearing a thong that night. You are fined 1 homo suspicion point for violation of the Man Code Morality Statute.
I have to second.
Yes, yeah, that's not attractive.
You should not be wearing a thong. It's a dude.
More than 1 point, in my opinion.
At least 2.
Yeah.
You know what? We didn't even add. We need to redo homo suspicion.
We do, yeah. We did add a lot. Like nowadays, there's a lot more to go through.
There's a scale.
And somebody's thumb is on it. That was on the list for her to collect, was a thong from a guy. So I gave her my underwear since that was the least likely thing for her to actually be able to find on a straight guy. She tried to get me to smash, and her sister told my friend that they don't want her marrying this dude. So I said, well, if you break off your wedding, I'll smash you after that. Next day she calls, told me she broke off the engagement, so I smash. Mm-hmm. And I kept smashing for years, knowing I would never trust this broad because I met her at a bachelorette party. I don't care the circumstances. There are certain things that you do, regardless of the reason that you do them, you just disqualify yourself from ever being considered a girlfriend, let alone a wife. Well,
fair enough.
Yeah.
I smashed her for 2 or 3 years, and she was always very hazy about details, but that wasn't my problem. Eventually, I got curious, and after poring through some court records, I find out that she did go ahead and go through with the marriage.
Dude.
Yep. When I confronted her about it based on her current married last name, she acted like it didn't mean anything. And I was like, okay, so you are married. She responded, your point being? All right. So I took off. She would call me periodically over the ensuing 15 years with a sob story.
Stand by.
What the
All right. As soon as you find out you're smashing a married woman, you need to inform the husband.
A little bit. Bring your mic in closer if you're going to talk that quiet.
Either man up and go tell him what's up, or, send a letter to his work or to his home.
It's bad. It's bad news.
So he knows the deal.
It's the honorable thing to do.
You gotta let him know.
You gotta let him know.
I think any man who's been married, been around that situation, they, as shitty as it is, wants to know.
Now listen, if you're banging someone's wife and you tell him, you still deserve a punch in the gut.
If you knew or didn't know.
He had no idea.
Even if you didn't know, you're just going to have to take a gut punch.
To take a gut punch.
That's fair.
All
now,
right.
if you did know, that's different.
If you did know,
there's a couple that you deserve. You deserve a lot more than a gut punch.
Yeah.
Then you need to get the squared away.
You're going to get the Maxine testicle stomp.
Just saying,
you need to, I would not be opposed to, tearing a guy up a little bit.
You're just as his fault.
Well, one of my favorite online photos I ever saw was this married dude lifted the toilet seat to take a piss, and there was a note there from the dude that she cheated on him with, just saying, I had no idea, I'm sorry, bro, blah, blah, blah. I left this over there so you can verify. And he's like,
that's a good dude.
That is a good dude.
That's a really good dude.
He had no idea.
And he was probably nervous.
He probably was.
Like, what the hell?
Now listen.
He'd have to figure out when he's going to come and collect his gut punch.
Yeah, and even in my dick slinging days, I went above and beyond to avoid any woman that was married. But I'm pretty sure a couple of them probably lied to me. Yeah. All right. It just is what it is.
Wouldn't shock me. All right, there's a little bit more here. So she would call periodically over the past 15 years with a sob story. So I smash, and then she tells me how she wants to be with me. I say, that's wonderful. I don't feel the same.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, she would call me in this very robotic manner. Say, Bobby, I love my husband. Please don't contact me. I'm a happily married woman. And it was clear that her husband was standing right there making her say it.
That's how you get shot, bro.
A little bit. Dude didn't understand that no matter what you do, you cannot stop a woman from cheating on you if she wants to cheat on you. Least of all, if she's really into the dude that she's cheating with.
Yes. Yeah, good luck with that.
This happened a couple more times when I wasn't even talking to her. Eventually, the simp calls me and tells me how I'm ruining his kid's life, despite the fact I haven't been talking to his wife. So she's clearly smashing another dude and blaming me. In fact, she just reached out again tonight.
Oh, my God!
It's clear that the chicks at these bachelorette parties should be disqualified from marriage, along with all their bridesmaids and friends, because these chicks behave in the most abhorrent ways.
Correct.
Far worse than anything a dude would do at a bachelor party.
Yeah.
And the saddest thing I can think of is that I actually had to tell this broad, look, your kid is 10 years old now. He's old enough that the other kids are going to start making fun of him for having a garden tool as a mom.
Yep.
I could give two shits about your reputation, but don't take down anyone innocent. I have never achieved anything at the expense of anybody else, nor have I ever rolled on anyone in the military or work just to get ahead. And the fact that I care more about her son's emotional well-being than she does is a really sad state of affairs.
It is.
But it just goes to show you, once a chick goes down that fucked up path, there is no repairing them.
Yeah.
All right. Now, listen, gentlemen. Listen to what I'm going to tell you. If you are with a woman and you so much as hear a hint that she cheated on a past partner, she will do the same thing to you.
Absolutely.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. You are not special. And yes, the rules of the universe apply to you.
Yep.
You will get your ass kicked over your head. It'll be the new hat, especially if you marry this woman and you go to divorce court. Because I've already made this mistake. I literally ignored a Chinese flag parade because I'm like, she's different. I should have what the fuck? Especially when I heard people say that so many times.
In hindsight, you realize that they were all right.
Yes.
And you start to actually go over and make a checklist of all the shit you ignored. And then you feel like an idiot.
I do. I feel like a straight up idiot. I literally went to the whore tree, shook it, and expected a wife to fall out. That never happens.
A giant whore fell out, though.
And effectively, even if you go to the wife tree and shake it, you're still going to have a majority of whores falling out of there.
Yeah, they're the squirrels looking for the nuts.
Yeah, there's a lot of GMO whores in the wife tree.
Oh, I have to write that down. Dude, GMO hoes
in the wife tree.
Oh, my God.
All right, Dave, that's for you.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.